Hello, TikTok world and Facebook. Welcome. I'm on both of the platforms right now, so if I look back and forth, it's because I got two cameras. So, welcome. I'm starting a daily practice of getting on live, talking to people about what it is I'm up to. Sorry for the reflection in my glasses, but I need the glasses to make sure I don't miss your comments. Uh, I am here talking about digital marketing specifically, what my journey has looked like. It's a relatively recent one. I've done a lot of marketing in the past, but I am focusing my efforts in converting all of those efforts into online marketing, which is something that I never was very good at, didn't learn a lot about until a lot more recently. Before I was marketing different things that were in-person events, belly to belly, face to face sorts of things. So that's what my background is I'm not completely oblivious to marketing and sales. Welcome, Alex. Thanks for hopping in. But definitely was not taught a lot of the strategies that are working in today's market. Today's market is all about, utilizing social media to get on and talk about things that are important to you. Not only that, but also products and services that have made a difference in your life, which is exactly what's been happening with me. I've recently found a program that has taught me how to really effectively get on social media and create a following, and to get those people to hear your message, and hopefully what you're sharing with them is going to help them along their journey. A lot of people these days are using the online space to make money or try to make money. If you're making money right now online, then please let me know what it is you're up to. If there's anything that I can do in my experience to help you in that process to have more success, I will do my best. People are tired of brands trying to push messages, especially political. Yep, yeah. When you politicize stuff and take advantage of what's going on in politics just to get exposure to your brand, it seems disingenuous, right? Yeah, not very cool. But unfortunately, that's a tactic that a lot of people are hopping on and getting eyeballs on because they know that politics are a hot topic, and that might get attention to their product. Really, I've tried to focus on things that are more universal, that politics don't really matter whatsoever in what I push. So I'm not trying to push. I'm trying to invite people to look at what I'm doing and see if it's a fit for them. If it's not, great. If it is, or if you have questions, I'm happy to ask or answer those questions. So yeah, I am really Digital Glammy. Welcome. I follow you, and I think your videos are amazing. Thank you for hopping on my live. This is only like my fourth live ever, so please pardon my nervousness. It's really not about me not knowing what I'm talking about, but I'm just got a little bit of nerves because I'm not used to being exposed like this. Thanks. Zoe, thanks for hopping in. Herbert, thanks for hopping in. Digital Glammy, by the way, she's someone who is ahead of me in the same process that I am engaged in, which is a digital marketing program, which really helps people to learn the basic and most primary skill of getting yourself online and being able to do so in a way that invites people to get to know you, like you, and trust you, and view you as a real person, view you as someone who has their best interest also at heart. Because a lot of us are struggling out there in this economy. We are trying to get out there and just make ends meet. Sometimes, if you catch yourself pulling out your calculator to make sure you are staying within budget at the grocery store or checking your bank account, it's not a good feeling to have to feel like you have to do that every single time, right? You really want to be able to just confidently walk into where you need to go and buy what you need without having to wonder if you need to sacrifice this, that, or the other. So what is it that you're doing to take advantage of the tools that we have at our disposal? Every one of us has a freaking supercomputer in our pockets these days that's connected to the entire world. How are you taking advantage of using that computer in your pocket to make you money? Because a lot of us get stuck in the scroll trap where we are not using that phone to its full potential, right? If you turn that around and start and learn how to start being a creator versus just a consumer of content online, you would be surprised how quickly your life can start to shift into a more profitable, more prestigious version of yourself, right? So please, if this is ringing true to you, if this is touching some bells in your brain, tickling your fancy, share the live, give me some likes, give me some love, make sure that the algorithm knows that this is something that's valuable, that this is a topic that is worth discussing, because too many of us are stuck in the rat race. Too many of us are not really thriving. We are just literally surviving. And that's not going to cut it in the long run. I mean, I'm a Gen Xer. I'm in my upper 40s now, and it became painfully obvious that I was not nearly ready to retire in the next 15 years or whatever it's going to be. Thank you. And so really what it comes down to is, what are you doing to make sure that you can retire, not only retire, but at least, live a comfortable life, not feel stressed all the time, not feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck. Because if you're relying on a single source of income, it's just no longer feasible. It's not realistic to do that in today's day and age. You need to have other options. You need to have backup plans. You need to have multiple streams of income. And doing so is only going to help you to really live that life that you deserve, right? Otherwise, you may, if you're depending on just your job carrying you through, who knows how long you're going to have your job. Job security these days is not a thing. We've just seen recently with all of these government layoffs, like these people who were veterans of their careers and of the country, they are being laid off by the thousands right now. So it is not something that you can depend on. You cannot depend on being safe in a job. Several of the people that I am interacting with in this community of fellow digital marketers and who are learning how to increase their skill set online to draw attention to a program that will help thousands and thousands of people to do the same. They came to it because they lost their jobs. They got laid off. My friend Daryl, he was a welder. He had been a welder for 25 years and had a pretty high-paying welding job, and suddenly he was downsized out of nowhere. Tim, same thing. Or corporate executive that after 25 years, his company called him in and said, hey, we're going a different direction. We got to let you go. And severance package, here you go. But that is not that is not something you want to have to be facing and feeling like you got caught with your pants down, right? You want to be able to have a plan to mitigate any sorts of surprises like that by having other types of income coming in. And one way that you can do that with a relatively small amount of time invested is starting to learn digital marketing, starting to get products in your space where you can promote products online, ebooks, courses, other things that can help people that you can collect a profit from and that you can put into a system that runs in an automated fashion. Now, the whole point of the Legacy Builder program, like I said, is not only to teach you about digital marketing, it's also to teach you how to create your own products eventually, but in the meantime, how to utilize a done-for-you system of products that work for you. Products. Wanda, welcome. Thank you for liking the live, and welcome. Wanda's a good friend of mine. She's in Tennessee. By the way, guys, I'm in Georgia. I'm in the Atlanta market, and I've been here for a few years, and I love it. I was previously a Utah native and moved to Georgia to get away from the cold, although it didn't really work necessarily because they still have some cold snaps. We've had snow twice this year in Atlanta, if you can believe it. Oh my gosh, it was not cool. I was pretty bummed because this is not what I signed up for. I said, I moved south for a reason. And it wasn't for snow. Anyway, Red Hill, thanks for joining. Jesus, thanks for joining. Apple user, thanks for joining. Welcome, guys. feel free to comment. Feel free to ask questions. What do you got going on? What are you doing in your life to help, you know, give yourself extra money on the side as a cushion? And maybe even you're working towards it replacing your job. A lot of people work jobs that they're not passionate about, that they don't enjoy, if they had their druthers, they would rather go do something else, but they're doing it because they need to. They're doing it because it pays the bills, and paying the bills is better than not paying the bills. But if it wasn't about the money, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be spending the majority of their life in that job. So is that you? Is that something that you can relate to? Because a lot of people can relate to that. In fact, I think I recently saw a statistic where over 72% of college graduates end up working in a career that's completely unrelated to their degree. I mean, that's a scary statistic if you think about it. You spend tens of thousands of dollars to go get a degree and get a bachelor's or even a master's in something, and then later on you've not got a job that is has anything to do with that degree. Like, why did you spend all that money? Why did you spend tens of thousands of dollars to not make money doing that thing? It's because the system's kind of broken, I think. Like the education system, they teach us to be lemmings, essentially. They teach us to be cogs in a wheel. They don't teach us to go out and create businesses, to be entrepreneurs. And actually, in the early 20th century, the majority of people were entrepreneurs, and only, you know, the minority were employees. And now it's flipped. The majority are employees, and they don't have control, and they don't have options, and they don't have the benefits that they want or need. And very relatively few people are entrepreneurs, but there's a revolution happening, especially with what's become increasingly available for us online. And that is being able to be online and market all kinds of things. People are creating Etsy shops. People are creating Amazon FBA opportunities, writing books online, selling digital products, selling crafts on Etsy, eBay, all kinds of stuff happening. And there's a lot of opportunities, but what a lot of people don't understand is how to accurately and efficiently and effectively market for whatever it is that they're doing. So that is a skill that the Legacy Builder program really, really helps you to overcome and to master. And it does so throughout lots, you know, there's pre-recorded classes, but then there's ongoing mentorship. There's 7 calls a week that you can hop on and interact with millionaire mentors who are ahead of you in this process, who came from nothing, just like you might be feeling that you are in right now, that situation. And they learned this same skill to how to market themselves on social media. And I'm talking social media. I'm not talking about going out and paying for a bunch of Google ads or any type of other ad spend. They are telling you how to start a business for almost nothing and run it for almost nothing with no overhead, no employees, and automation in a system that will pay you while you sleep or while you're out to dinner or while you're at the movies. I mean, you do have to work a couple of hours a day, 3 hours a day, whatever it is, to get your eyeballs on your stuff in social media. But then once people opt in to find out more information by providing an email, then your system takes over and teaches them what it is they want to know and shoots them videos, shoots them emails. And once they feel like they're ready to buy, they buy without you having to get on the phone with them, without you having to have a sales call, without you having to convince anybody, without you having to hear them tell you no. That's what so many people don't like when they think of sales or marketing. They're like, I'm not a people person, or I don't feel like I can be confident. I don't feel like I can, take the rejection of people telling me no if they don't like what I have to offer. No, it's not about that. It's literally about you just getting the eyeballs on what's already working for thousands of other people. And when I say thousands, I mean there are over 50,000 people currently in the Legacy Builder program. So it's tried and true. It's been around for 2.5 years, and it's created a lot of freedom for a lot of folks. There are hundreds of 6-figure earners in the group. There are thousands more that are making money on a regular basis. Even if you made an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month, wouldn't that change your life? Most people can relate to the fact, and this is another statistic that I recently learned, was that the majority of Americans, 9 out of 10 Americans or more, if there was a $400 emergency, they wouldn't be able to cover it easily. Like, they don't have that just sitting around. That's scary. And you might relate to that. And if you do, what's your plan to change that for yourself? What's your plan to really tip the scales in your favor, so to speak? Because doing the regular thing of just clocking in 9 to 5 is no longer sufficient, is no longer safe, is no longer practical for the majority of us. The costs are rising and wages are not rising to meet inflation. We all know this, right? So it's time to get creative. It's time to go out there and, by virtue of helping others, help yourself. That's what I love about this opportunity, is I get to help people help themselves. I always said that whatever I did as an entrepreneur, it had to be adding value to other people's lives in some way. And truly, if you're a great entrepreneur, that's what it's about. I mean, you get paid for the value that you create in the world. You get paid for the ability to better someone else's life. Now, if you're in a job, and even if you're in a well-paying job, whatever salary or hourly pay you're making, that is commensurate to the value that you're perceived to be contributing to the marketplace. So if you're working at fast food and you're getting $12, $15 an hour, great. That's what the marketplace feels that you're worth in that position. If you're a doctor and you're making $200,000 a year, the marketplace values your contribution in that way. Now, what if you're helping people change? What if you're helping thousands of people change their financial outlook? What kind of value does that put on you as someone in the marketplace? You could be making hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a lawyer. All you have to do is create value in a way that gets you compensated, but also helps you feel good about the value that you're providing, helps you feel good about changing someone's trajectory. Previous to doing online marketing, I was doing, and I still do marketing for a real estate investing company. And someone that I helped into that space get connected to learn how to invest in real estate turned around and was able to become basically a multifamily mogul. Now he operates in apartment buildings, owns multiple apartment buildings, and he no longer has a job. He used to be a truck driver, and now he owns apartment buildings, and his cash flow pays for his life. And it was because he connected with me, and we talked over the course of weeks and months that he was able to make a huge transition in his life. And I am so excited every single time I get to facilitate someone getting their hands on knowledge that is going to make a difference for them, that is going to change their path. That's what I care about. That's who I am. I am passionate about empowering others with freedom. In fact, my spouse and I created a company about 7 years ago. Our entity we named Empowering Freedom Solutions, because it was all about whatever we can help other people do to find that freedom, whether it be financial freedom, but more importantly, time freedom, which financial freedom affords. If you can become financially free, you can have time freedom. And ultimately, isn't time freedom what we're after? It's not so much about the money. But money makes that possible, right? Money makes it possible for us to travel when we need to. Money makes it possible for us to travel when we want to. So many people in the United States are lucky if they get 2 weeks of vacation a year, and a lot of people don't get that. And if they do get it, it's not paid. So then they're just constantly working. And are you living to work or working to live? You choose. You get to choose that. That is something that is within your power. I recently posted a video on my profile today that is basically saying you are the main character. There's 2 different videos I posted. Go to my profile. If you haven't followed me yet, follow me. I would love to follow me and get a glimpse of what I have to offer. I think that what I contribute to you, is valuable, gets you thinking of new ideas, of ways that you can improve your life. But you are the main character in the movie of your life, and a lot of people don't act that way. A lot of people act like they are the background characters, like they're the extras, and they let life kind of dictate to them. They let their circumstances control them versus them molding and controlling the circumstances. If you assume the role of the main character gets to pick and choose how life goes. And the universe will adjust to your demands if you're firm in what you demand. Not to say that there's not going to be challenges, that it's not going to be sometimes an uphill battle, but you can win the battle if you are persistent and you are dedicated and you know what you're going after and you won't give up until you get it. And that's how main character energy is. That's how it goes, right? If you can get to a point where you no longer care about what other people might think, about what other people might wonder about you. Because most of the time, let's be honest, people, you think that they're caring what you are doing. You think that they're caring about or making a judgment about how you look or how you're being online. Maybe they are for a split second. Who cares if they are? Does it affect you truly? Only if you let it. Only if you let it. The fact is, if you get out there and put yourself out there on a consistent basis, you're doing more than what 99% of people are out there doing. And eventually, you're going to come into your own. You're going to get the results that you deserve because you were consistent and you knew what you wanted and you stuck. You stuck after it. You didn't give up. Because ultimately, success doesn't follow those who figure it out and are perfect at it. I mean, yeah, you'll get better and better as you go. But success follows people who just don't give up. They could still be messy. They could still be imperfect. They can still be embarrassing, quote unquote. I got called Howie Mandel last night on my live. I don't care. I got called Unk, whatever that is. That's like a thing, whatever. Who knows? I don't follow all the lingo and I don't have time. All I care about is helping you guys get what you want in life. Yeah? So, be patient with me. Hopefully, you can feel that I'm genuine. You can feel that, as unpolished as I might be sometimes as I'm expressing myself, especially on these live videos, the desire is there, the heart is there, that I'm just trying to help people get control of their lives and do something. Now, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I've been talking a little bit about, the theories about why you should do this, why you should care enough to put yourself out there and learn the skills to be online, to attract people to you and provide them solutions. What can you make? You can make all kinds of money. You can make, the Legacy Builder program itself, if you get involved in the Legacy Builder program, what's amazing about it is that it teaches you all of these skills that you can transfer into any business. Whether you have an existing business, whether you've got one that you've thought about starting, whether you already, have been promoting something, but you just haven't gotten your feet under you and it just hasn't gone the way you've expected yet. You're spinning your wheels, so to speak. All it is understanding certain strategies about how to be on social media, how to become attractive, how to tell your story effectively, how to relate to people and your perfect customer, how to attract them to you. All of these things, we go into super high depth in the Legacy Builder program, and it results in you having a toolbox that can exponentially grow the results of whatever it is you're trying to market and sell and be successful at. Now, if you don't have anything yet, if you don't have a product that you are already interested in marketing, the Legacy Builder program does provide you with 4 income streams. By learning what they teach you and learning how to market, using those skills on your own social media, and then inviting others to learn those same skills, you can market the program itself because they give you master resale rights. Now, what does that mean? Master resale rights means that you get to, because you opted in to be a customer and purchase the program, now you are also provided the rights to sell that and not only get like a commission, like an affiliate sale or something. It's similar because you don't have to create it. Someone else is doing all the customer service and everything. But with the master resale rights, you actually get to make 100% of the profit. So you sell a program for $100. You sell a program for $300. There's a $600 and there's a $900 version. Those are the 4 tiers of programs that you can sell in Legacy Builder program. And if you sell any of them, you get to keep 100%. You don't have to split it with someone above you or with the creator of the course. You get 100%. Now, how insane is that? How powerful is that? That you can latch onto a program that is successful, that is making a lot of people start to earn money for the first time online. You can be a part of that and help distribute that and get paid, even though you didn't create it. You didn't have to mastermind and figure it all out. You didn't have to create the funnel, the website, the emails. It's all created and provided for you and then you just modify it to be personalized to you. But you have your own website, and every time someone makes a purchase, it pays you directly. It goes right into your bank account. You don't have to wait for a payday 7, 14, 30 days from now. It's immediate. You get paid. Now, there are other things out there that do this, but I haven't seen very many. Most people are having to split commissions. If they're affiliate marketers, they're getting paid 15, 20, maybe 30% if they're lucky, selling stuff, different e-courses. But 100%, that's pretty amazing. 100%. So if this is something that you have heard about, have wanted to learn more about, that's why I'm here. I'm here to answer questions. If you have any questions, let's ask them. I'm going to stop talking for a minute, or I'm going to slow down anyway. And my son's here, Vincent. Welcome. So give me a question. Shoot me any questions you have. Let me know what you're thinking about. If this is something that you want to learn more about, obviously you can go to the link in my bio or in the description of this video, depending on where you're watching, on Facebook or on TikTok. But it's 100%profits.com with the 100 in numerical, 100% profits. Like I just said, you can make 100% profit on this program. You don't have to sell this program. Like I said, this is universal training on marketing that you can use to market anything. If you're a realtor, if you're a private practice lawyer, if you are a dentist, whatever it is you do, these skills will help you to improve the customer acquisition for your business, for your product, for your service. But you can also sell the product, sell the program itself, and it's amazing. I never have posted these kinds of lives, not to mention all of the videos that I've got on my TikTok account, and now I'm putting onto my Facebook accounts as well. Like, I never would have thought that I would be a content creator. But ultimately, here's what I want in my life. I want to know that my life served a purpose. I want to know that I was able to impact others' lives, not just my family, not just my close friends, but maybe it's a selfish wish, but when I die one day and have a funeral, I don't want it to be like a small little chapel with 10 or 20 people that show up and sadly walk away, at the end. I want it to be like lying out the door and around the block, people who I affected and I was able to impact. I want my time on this earth ultimately to mean something. I want to know that I had impact, that I was able to take the tools at our disposal. Like, we live in an amazing time. I literally, on TikTok right now, I could be, who knows, some of you might be from around the world. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what you're doing. John, welcome. So long since I've seen you. Welcome to my life. Please say hi, give me some likes, give me some love, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's been something that I've really thought about. I've like, if I was able to help build schools, if I was able to help communities get water, I see these videos of people on other accounts on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff, these shorts where people are out there doing good deeds and giving away hundreds of dollars to people who need it, or thousands of dollars even, or helping them get out of a situation. Like, some people, maybe some of those videos are staged. I don't know. I'm sure some of them are. But the point is, a lot of them are really out there doing good. Like, there's the guy that goes out and he mows people's lawns for free, and he cleans them up. These overgrown lawns that have been neglected for years, and they're old people that don't have the wherewithal to get it taken care of, and they go out and they just do them a service and give them. This one guy was doing that, and he not only helped her, but then he realized what dire situation was in, and he did a GoFundMe for her, and they raised like $500,000 for her to, like, basically rebuild her house so that it was more suitable for her needs, to get her up and down the stairs and all of these different things. It was amazing. These are the types of things that I want to be able to participate in, and that's why I do this. It's not just for me to make money right now for myself and my family. It's for me to have impact and to have reach out there. And are you someone that relates to that? Are you someone that wants to actually have an impact in your greater community and in the world? Because the world has become very small, right? The world has become so small in terms of, like, I can be on my phone right now and be talking to people in Tokyo and Australia and Russia. I had people in Russia on my live the other day, like South America. Like, we can do so many things. And if we start to become wealthy through these efforts of by helping other people, we also become wealthy, then we can turn around and we can do more. The only way to be a philanthropist is to have money to be a philanthropist, right? And that's what I want. I want to be a philanthropist. I want to have impact. I want to have, the power to know that what I'm able to contribute to society is good and helpful and lessens pain, takes away suffering. That's what I want. So if you can relate, thank you, Candy B. I really appreciate you all being here. I really think that this is the start of an amazing process. I mean, I am working with people in this group, in this community. Some of them are close friends. They aren't just people I met in the community. They are people that I've known for years, who we all kind of stumbled on this around the same time. Some of them introduced it to others. And we're already seeing success. We're already seeing sales. We're already seeing the impact that I just described, the ripple effect going out. And if this is something that you have ever considered looking into, being able to market online, being able to have automated streams of income, paying you while you sleep, paying you while you're out to dinner, paying you while you're on vacation, not requiring that you get on the phone, not requiring that you have sales calls, not requiring you to hear people tell you no and overcome objections. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the automation and systemization of creating value for people through sales funnels and email automations and everything, where your job is just to get people to take a look, and then you put up your hands and say, hey, and if you have any questions, sure, let me know. But all your questions are in my videos, all your questions are in my funnel, all your questions are in my emails, and I'm here to reassure you if that's what you need. But this is real. This is affecting a lot of people. I mean, I have friends that have already made over $10,000 doing this, $20,000 and more. I'm still newer in it, so I've only made like a few, a few sales, $1,000 here and there, but it works. And even if you were to make $1,000 extra once a month, that could really change your life, right? $12,000 extra for the year with a one-time investment that you never have to pay for anything again. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. And I'm so excited to have you guys with me. I am going to be going live now every day. It was later today. It was 5 when I started on Eastern time, but I'm going to be going live every day at 3 o'clock. And I'm going to be answering questions, and I'm going to be helping you get the answers to your questions, because ultimately I know that this program works. I know that it helps people. I've seen it turn so many people's lives around. There are like over 20 people in South Africa that have hopped on, 20, lots of people in South Africa that have hopped on, but over 20 of them have become self-made millionaires in their currency, South African rand money. I mean, this is working all over the place, not just here in the United States, but all over the globe. There are people in the Philippines. A guy in the community just posted inside of our school community how he was able to buy a piece of land and a house for his mother in the Philippines. She was very against him getting started, and it was a sacrifice for him to get started, because they don't make nearly as much money over there as we do here. But he did it, and he stuck to it, and he bought his mom a damn house on a big plot of land, and is paid for. I mean, these are the types of things that you can do, and so I'm excited. It makes me so grateful to be alive in this time, even though there's all this stuff in the world that can make us question, is humanity worth it? Like, there's so many things. There's war, there's people starving, but if we get ourselves into a better financial position, we can help to alleviate some of that suffering, right? We can help to minimize that. And there are more good people in this world than there are bad people. And we just need to learn how to focus on the good, because what you focus on is what becomes your reality. So we can do it together. We can do it as a team. I am doing one thing I am offering, and I'll say it right now. If you were to get involved in the Legacy Builder program, I'm doing a March Madness special where the program already provides you the content for a website, the emails, the automations, all of these things that you don't have to do. But I personally will help you put it together. I will help connect it to your website domain. I will build it all for you for no extra charge. That's normally like an extra $200 that you would have to pay for someone to do it, and I will do it for you because I care about giving you the best leg up possible to where you can just focus on getting into your training. I'll help you build the system so that it does not take you any stress. If you're not techie, if it's something that kind of stresses you out to think, oh, I don't know, even if it's provided to me, I don't know how to do websites or connect things or make sure that my email is working and all that stuff. I will do all of that for you personally, and we'll work together one-on-one because I care about your success. I care about you have as much opportunity to make something of this as you possibly can. So I really appreciate everyone joining me today. I might hop on live later tonight again because I'm feeling like on fire a little bit, but I definitely will be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock and every day at 3 o'clock. And if there's an extra live here and there that I do, that'll just be a surprise. But if you haven't followed me yet, give me a follow, give me some more likes, let me know that you're hearing me. Ask me any questions. Does anyone have any questions before I call it an evening today? Anyone have anything that they'd like to clarify? No? Cool. Again, my name is Gamer Wharf. I love to help as many people as possible to have their eyes open to new opportunities, especially online, where you can work from anywhere. You don't have to commute. You don't have to follow a schedule. You just have to be consistent. And you have to be the person who's not going to fail yourself. Okay? You are in command of your life. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate you being here today. I appreciate your support. Thanks for everyone who popped in. And for those of you who watch this later on Facebook, I'd love for you to comment, ask me questions, reach out to me, DM me if you want to. This is something that my offer that I mentioned for doing the March Madness, build it for you. I'm only going to probably be able to do that for like 5 people before I get like overwhelmed. So hop on it ASAP because this is a limited time offer, at least for now. I love you all, and I hope that you're doing and having the best life ever. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.